What's up, everybody? Good morning. Straight up looking at this price action. I already know it's going to be doo-doo, no? Yesterday I was live on Ninja Trader. I said I thought it would be an inside day, and we did have an inside day. We never hit that previous daily high. Now we have another previous daily high stacked there. Right? ES took out its previous daily high. It's interesting. But, does not look that good. There's no news today either. Let's see, what did you guys vote? Bearish, bullish, or neutral? Most people voted 54% bullish. Someone said there's an echo. I'll fix that. Wait, is there an echo? I don't see it. Oh, it was on their side. Okay. Okay, so. You guys, yeah, we had those longs good from Thursday. NFP Friday pushed us down. Dude, today, like, look at these 4-hour counts. They're so small, right? Not much going on there. There's a sustained downside. I'm sure there's a bunch of people that were trying to short that. Now getting stopped out. Sorry, but like when I see a structure like this, it's like not encouraging. Not encouraging, innit? Not encouraging at all. Like the 15th's just a bellwether chart and can't firm anything on the 4-hour or the 15. It's leaves a lot less left to be desired, right? So, my British, no. Did drink a lot of sparkling water, though. Water. Gonna be a FAFO day. Already 9:38. What the heck? Or yesterday, NQ was slowly grinding up. I was on Ninja Trader. Didn't find a trade there. While NQ was slowly grinding up while ES was barcoding. Today it feels like the opposite. Just from what it... Nasdaq's a little more barcodey since the open here. .30 range for Nasdaq. It's ugly, mate. Honestly. Why can't they get their acts together? Do British people do American accents? Well, Kane already told me my British accent was horrible, apparently. It was horrible. Horrible. Just awful. Bloody awful. Awful. So it's probably going to take buy set and all-time highs. I know, but like the worst thing that happens is when it's a high resistance run up and you just can't get involved. Or if you do that, get involved, you then either get stopped out when you trail your stop, or you get stopped out immediately. So it's a tough situation because there's no sell side that it's swept that I'm interested in going along, right? Or SMT that I'm interested in. Rot is... This London low doesn't really do anything for me. It's just the tiniest of trendline liquidity. I don't think that anyone was really... That I'm thinking that this is like some kind of liquidity sweep or whatever. Just fugly. Lenny Bradford said, you called that inside day on the stream. How did you see that? Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, so he's referring to yesterday on the Ninja Trader stream. You know, before the open even started, you can go to like 9 a.m. is when I start on that Ninja Trader stream yesterday. With Pax and Anthony Crudelli. And I said, you know, I'm thinking it would be an inside day. When I say inside day, like that means that I think that the candle's going to stay within the range of the previous day. It won't take out the high or the low, stay within the day. So it's inside the previous day. Well, reason why is because there's a really large range that Friday. Right? 400, it's not even that big, to be honest. It is larger than usual, but it was a large range on NFP Friday. And we ended pretty much in a retracement, and we just deeply retraced there. So there was no sustained downside. And then looking at both sides, right, of Friday, they're both jagged ends, right? Both jagged ends. So there's not really, it's really hard to target stuff like this. It's a lot easier if there's equal lows, right? If there were like equal lows and then we go up, we sweep something, we have a shift, and then I can target these equal lows. So the reason why I think it's an insight is literally because of what I drew here is what I would think is, oh, it's going to form liquidity, it'll form equal lows or equal highs, which we pretty much did do that now. We have some equal highs here, 2 equal highs. So that's why. In addition to looking at the economic calendar, seeing it's Monday, no news, and we have PPI Wednesday, CPI Thursday. We have rollover starting like Thursday. So there isn't really much catalyst to have movement to think that we're going to take out previous day high or low. So when I think about that, then, you could, number one, stay safe. You don't have to take any trade because those are like literally just the hardest days, because what are you even targeting then? If there's so many jagged edges, just let the liquidity form and then come back the next day. Or you, take a setup to go for internal liquidity when you're close to that previous day high. If you see something that you like. That's basically it. So for today, again, we don't have any high impact news, and looking at the structure on the daily and the 4 hour, I'm not very impressed. I'm not very impressed in it. I'll check out how 10 a.m. starts and stuff like that, but honestly, it's probably going to be similar to yesterday. Because of the way that we started the day. Look at this barcode. Right? Still about 40-point range for NASDAQ since the 9:30 open. Not doing much at all. Someone asked, why do most people trade NQ and ES and not YM30? Honestly, because YM30 is a lot of times just slower. People aren't used to it. There's only 30 companies in the YM30. It's kind of like the boomer stocks. Everyone likes NASDAQ because it moves fast. Hey mate, how you doing? I'm doing great. Let's see what happens when the news comes out. News is not going to come out until tomorrow, so that would be good. Bloody hell. Someone said, bro, is summer PA over? I think so. I think just yesterday was slower because of no news. Summer PA was trash because there would be news and still not move. Andrew says YM moves very fast. That's good. People are just not used to trade. It's a different structure. They'll get confused. I don't know. People are just not used to it. Mostly probably because ICT doesn't really talk about YM much. It's probably the reason right there. And people don't really look at that for any correlations. It's typically inversely correlated to NASDAQ. So, what are they looking at? Maybe YM and ES divergences. What's written on my shirt? Hosier. It's like a Irish singer. I'm actually going to go to this concert in Pennsylvania in like 10 days. I'm going to go to Hershey Park, you guys. I'm just going to spend like a day there. Go on the roller coasters. Also go to a concert. It'd be fun. Pretty much, you have this tiny 15-minute SMT. That's what you got here. And that's basically it. I still don't really feel so comfortable for shorting. You just see so many times that slow grind, like look, yeah, right, like for example here, this, and then it takes out this high and then corrects up. We already took this internal. It'd be a different story if this was taken. Tomorrow, but I think probably tomorrow and Thursday are going to be better. Limon says, you didn't check my message, but I would like to say thank you. I passed my funded account. Oh, congrats. Congrats, Limon. Now get to that payout, though. It's not over. It's only begun. Hambino or Giambino says the FAFO vibes is strong. Word, yeah, I know. I mean, come on, dude. Like, the first 20 minutes has been straight up just barcoding. It's probably the worst kind of action I've seen so far, so. I really want a croissant so bad right now. I honestly eat croissants for breakfast, like, so often. Like a ham and cheese croissant. I want to see here. Yeah. At the open, it took it out by like 2 ticks on the 15 NASDAQ. So this is what you have. That's the only potential. But the thing is, like, where are you targeting? See daily on ES. Right now on NASDAQ, we have a double inside day, right? For shorts, I just don't know what I would target, to be honest with you, so. See here. See how it reacts to these, like, new lows of the day. Are we going to continue just consolidate barcode back up? Or are we going to have some actual displacement? What are we up? NASDAQ, we're flat for both? Okay. We're literally flat on the day, negative 0.02% for ES, plus 0.06% NASDAQ. That's another indication that it's choppy today. See the heat map. Not a lot of red or greens, a lot of just gray, mixed. A lot of mixed bag today. Yeah, look, ES already back more than halfway into its range. This is doo-doo, you guys. I'll wait a little bit after 10 and see how the next hourly candle forms and looks like, but like I'm still at very, very, very low expectations right now of this. Yeah. The wicks be wicking. Look at them wicks here. Wick, 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 wick. They both indices are barcoding. The first presented for FEG for NASDAQ didn't even happen until 9:50. That's how choppy it is. There's barely any FEGs today. Nope. Our ES is over here. First hour, the first half hour. What's the range right now? 56 points on NASDAQ. Do you guys think this is a low probability or high probability environment? 10 points on ES and 50 points on NASDAQ. What's the range for the day right now? The entire day? Is it the same thing? The range for the entire day is 95. Yeah. Tanya, when will the rollover happen? I'll retweet something about that just right now. One of my good friends and certainly a mentor as well right now, Pax, he tweeted about rollover. I'll retweet it. Pretty good. Talks about it. He says the rollover period in the indices started yesterday and picks up tomorrow. Rollover is when open interest rolls from the back month to the front month, from September to December. The roll will be heaviest on Thursday till Tuesday. Do not be, I think he means fooled. Do not be fooled by heavy volume, which is always very heavy in the middle of roll. Historically, he didn't trade the first 2 weeks of trade the 2 weeks of roll. He would take off. The trade was different, harder when the spread was between the months was a tick or two, to a point or two. But the past couple years, the roll has been a great trade. The indices continue to inflate and rates remain high. The cost to carry has substantially increased, so we see a 55 handle premium between the new month of December over September. This is increased volatility over the rollover period. The roll, I expect increased volatility, PPI, CPI, and data out Friday. Next Wednesday, we have the FOMC. We can expect volume to be exacerbated. I need to drink some water. Exacerbated during these days, especially FOMC. So keep your powder dry, pick your spots well, and do not overtrade. The roll can be very tough, so shut it down quickly if it is. And a great trade. Moves can happen out of nowhere, and when they do, they can have more momentum in them. Be careful, have fun. See, he said, do not. Yeah, we don't, you guys, we're not rolling over to December yet, though. You wait until the volume is heavier, which should be midday Monday, maybe typically it's like Tuesday. He said Monday, maybe Tuesday next week will be untradeable. That's great when I'm live on Ninja Trader. But basically, you go to bar chart. What I do is I go to this bar chart, search 100 mini. Just click whatever, NQ simple, then you can scroll down. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. You scroll all the way down, and you can see all the contracts, and you can see the volume. So you can see in the December contract, it's actually very low still. Volume is only 1,000 in that contract right now, while it's 117,000 in September. Santa said roller can have great setups. Fax is a boomer. You didn't read the tweet though. You didn't. He said that he said that there's some great trades nowadays. He said back in the day he didn't trade it, and now he does. There's been some great trades. You gotta keep your listening hats on. The past couple years, the roll has been a great trade. Reading comprehension. Okay, it's 10:03. This next hourly started here. Kind of rebalanced here, then popped lower. Where is that 10 a.m. open? Here. That's interesting that that happened right at 10. Was there like... Okay. There's no FEGs here, not even on the 1 minute, so that's unpleasant. Unpleasant to work with. Sal's burner account said, "Let's go, Asia Lows. Thank you, Jesus." That's funny. Nice. Did you take a short from the first presented FEG to Asia Low? In NASDAQ. In ES. ES, this is a wild wick here. The wicks be wicking for sure, because that is a crazy wick. It doesn't even show that there's any news for me on Forex Factory, though. One said 1 million jobs lost. It doesn't make... I never hear that. That's an insane statistic. I feel like the market would respond more to that if that was anything. So anyway, I just retweeted that tweet if you wanted to read that more. I didn't mention this last week, but really sad news. A fellow trader died recently by suicide, unfortunately. 4,500 PX on Twitter. So let's have a moment of silence for that. Thank you. Yeah, some real heavy stuff. Just want to say, like, to everybody, trading is really, really hard. One of the hardest jobs in the world, one of the hardest career paths you could choose. Like, make sure you have a support system and you're not alone. And always remember, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You know, life is hard. Life is definitely hard, and maybe it doesn't get easier, but like you get stronger, so you're able to deal with things in a better way. You get stronger. And also that like stuff has a huge impact on not only their family, but also like the entire trading community. I mean, So don't think that, your life doesn't matter. You never know how you can affect someone's life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we swept those Asia lows. Someone said, yeah, sometimes they have those super thoughts, but they know things will get better, so all cool. Yeah, unfortunately. They said, was it related to financial problems? Just curious. I'm not too sure, but there was like a tweet saying that like trading's really, really hard before it happened. Unfortunately, he was really young. He was 21. Mm. I didn't know him, but I have friends that knew him and they're impacted by it, definitely. And it just affects everybody, makes you think. And also, it's just super sad, and I'm praying for his family. Powell's burner account says, Tanya, you have made me a better trader. All I trade now is 2022 model. And whatever else I see that I like that ICT chase. And whatever else I see that I like that ICT teaches. Love trading pre-market 7 a.m. PDA race as well. Thank you. You're welcome, Powell. Powell's burner account. It's straight up. That's been my favorite username. You guys like your usernames making me laugh, but I think that's been one of my favorites. Like, don't change your username. It's too funny. Also, Dr. Phil's burner account's too good too. You guys ever seen like the Dr. Phil ASMR? Like, that makes me crack up every time. Wise Trader says it's cliche, but starting the day out with gratitude is big. No, that's definitely true. It's not even cliche. Like, every night I pray and I thank God for everything that I have and for all my blessings and everything. And then also I would have a gratitude journal when my life was really, I had nothing to show for myself, essentially, right? My life was the hardest. I literally wrote in my journal, like, I'm thankful that I can walk. I'm thankful because at one point I couldn't even walk. I mean, I had ACL surgery. I was quite helpless for a bit there to learn how to walk again. So, yeah, there's things you take granted in life too. Not everybody has two legs, straight up. Not everybody has a family. Mm. So if you like kind of start framing your mindset that way, you start seeing the world in a better frame of mind too. It's all about like what you take, like how you view things that happen to you. Like, I was in a pretty shitty, like the way I tore my ACL was pretty like a freak accident, basically. I could have taken that and been like sorry for myself, and I think I did for a little bit, and then I was like, like, no, I'm gonna take this and think like this is like the pivot point in the movie, right? Where you know, like the Rocky movie, this is like where the sound, like the music starts playing, the training, the PT, the everything to try to get better. And like, this is like the turning point. Using that to make yourself, stronger and believe in yourself. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who's a trader that we lost? It was all over Twitter. 4500 PX on Twitter. Tyler. from London, England. He was 21. This was his last tweets. I mean, it's very sad. Looks like he tried to turn things around, but so it's helpful to have even if it's not traders, you don't need to have traders particularly, but having some trader friends that were learning ICT at the same time as me was definitely helpful. We had this small Discord, just like 8 of us. It was really the 4 of us that were learning at the same time. We'd have these like Discord live calls just between 4 of us. And I'm still in touch with all of them. And let me think right now, 4 or 5. I met 2 of them in person, actually. They came to New York. And let me think. And also just having family support is really helpful. You don't have to tell everybody you're trading either. I only told a select few. Like, be careful who you share your energy with and who you share your dreams with when they're like lofty and, you know, big dreams and stuff like that. Like, there's always people that are jealous or don't believe in you or question you. Which to that I say is like, if there's people like that, then like that means you're doing something right. If your dreams make sense to everyone, like, it means you're not dreaming big enough. You guys, this has been straight up barcoding. Took Asia low, then we came back up. We took new high of day for our ES. Vaseba says, girl, I couldn't walk either. Had arthritis after I healed. Life never been the same. That's good. Ariba said she had spinal surgery in 2019. I never take health for granted. 100%. Me neither. Lano says, nice for those who don't have that. Streams like yours help too. Yeah, I'm glad, because you guys can always talk amongst yourselves in the chat, and people do. They put their ideas all the time in the chat. And also just, you guys talk to each other. I've seen people, yeah, you guys are right. The regulars definitely know each other well. So you guys chat with each other. It's cool to see that happen too. No, I don't really know what to do here, to be honest with you. It's still crappy. This is exactly what Seek and Destroy is. Someone said, why do I have 1008 annotated? I don't know what you mean. Oh, that's honestly a mistake. I think I've just put 10 a.m. and that moved a bit. So I wanted to see the hourly opening, and I mean, we did nothing. We swept the low. Higher swept the low. Now there's no more S&T there. Or yeah. It's funny that, I mean, ES is just generating these equal highs now, actually. 515. 65.15. So this is good for later on. There's been nothing but barcoding. Locke Nugan says, I learned patience from your stream, Tanya. That's good. That's good. I'm glad. My shoe collection. I did my shoe collection before. Tanya, do you have advice on holding it onto trades and not closing when it looks like it's going against you? Hands off the mouse. Hands off the mouse, straight up. That's what I do. That's what you should do. You put your stop there for a reason, right? You put your stop there for a reason. You managed it. Let's say you trailed your stop. There's nothing you can do. Sometimes you have to say that to yourself. There's nothing I can do right now except let it play out. You should write, also like write little logic statements on your desk. So, because you're feeling emotional there, so you want to offshoot it with some logic statements. So you write like, I have to let this play out to see if my model works, or I have to let this play out. The probabilities have to play themselves out, stuff like that. Or just like remember that you can't control the market. So you say like, I don't know what is going to happen next, and that's okay. I know my model works over large periods of time and large samples. Because even if you get stopped out, that's totally fine. No trade is 100% win rate. No strategy. Like, everything can still look amazing. Like, you get every confirmation, looks textbook, and you can still get stopped out. You can still get stopped out, dude. Like, and then what happens? It doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It's just sometimes the market is going to stop you out. That's why you don't risk like 100% of your portfolio on one trade, right? That's why you don't over leverage, because even if everything looks so good, it still gets stopped out. Like, and yeah, sure, you can let that be disappointing when that happens. Like, you can be disappointed by it, like, and take the loss and be like, oh man, that sucks, because taking a loss sucks and it feels bad. But like, don't let that make you think that you're not a good trader. Don't let that think like, oh man, I suck or anything. Just be like, oh, that's the market environment we're in. That's it. I took the risk, and I paid to find out what happens next. It's a business expense, and that's it. Same thing if you have a winner. Let's say it does go to your target. Everything plays out textbook 100%. You can give yourself a pat on the back that you followed your plan. Right? You can let your confidence grow that you saw what was happening and you followed your plan. No, either way, like, you took the trade and yeah, it worked out this time. But again, don't let that get to your head and think in the future, like, my next trade's going to be a winner too. Like, oh man, this next trade looks the same thing. I'm going to double my risk now or triple my risk just because the last trade was a winner. Then that is where it turns egotistical. You can be confident without being egotistical. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know the difference. Mm-hmm. So what are we doing, you guys? Did you guys take a trade? Let's see. Let's start a poll. Yeah, low probability conditions. People did answer well. 80% said low probability. Lovely. Let me ask, did you take a trade today? Dickie Mo says he just asked Grok for some sayings to let the trade play out. I liked just let the trade breathe. I like that one. Yeah, you don't want to choke your trade. That's probably one good use of AI there. And that's a good one. If you already know what you need and you just need some couple of examples or something, it's pretty good. Just be careful using AI for just to validate your point of view or feelings or anything, because AI is just a mirror and it'll just literally always agree with you. Okay, let's put a poll out. Take a trade. Yes, and I'm break even / green. Yes, and I'm red, or no trade today. Ariba says you did your job, let the market carry the weight. That's what I say to myself. That's a good one. Yeah, I like it. Keep sharing in the chat if you say anything to yourself. What do I say? I always say like, I did all that I could do. Like, that's it. I can't do anything else. Like, and hands off the mouse. And straight up, sometimes, yeah, when it gets close, I'm just there like this, and like my hand in my lap, or I'm like this. So there's nothing I can do. I don't want to click close prematurely, and I don't want to move my stop by any chance before it actually hits the stop, right? Because how many times have we been on the stream and it literally stopped like 2 points before hitting my stop, and it reversed and went to my TP? A lot of times, even one tick. And like, imagine if all those times like I was chicken and I didn't let it go there. Like, there was a reason why I put my stop there. It's like a swing high or a swing low. So it can't be chicken. So that's what I think. And then it feels great, like when it does end up going for, like, you can look at, I think last Wednesday when I held that short for 20 minutes, I took the first partial and then I trailed my stop to the next swing high. And I did retrace a ton. It came 2 points before stopping me out at that swing high, and then it went to the target. It's just being aware of the kind of environment you're in too. It's like, okay, if we're in an environment like this, it's slow, deep retracements, that's expected. So if you manage your expectations too, it's helpful. But that's where it's really helpful. Managing I think everything is about managing your expectations. So that changes your attitude, what you expect to happen. Like, if you came in today and you're like, yeah, it's going to be a hard day, but I'll try something anyway, and get stopped out. You expected that, and you're like, okay, whatever, it's fine. And it's easier for you to walk away, take that L, be like, okay, yeah, and I expect Wednesday to be easier, tomorrow to be easier. It's way easier for you to walk away from the screen than if you don't have that expectation beforehand. Right? So, someone said trading is gambling. Why are you here? We're a trading channel. Jehel D'Souza. I saw you typing some other stuff in the chat too. Do you guys think trading is gambling? But they're currently in a trade. He's currently in a top tick. Cool story, bro. Uncut Gospel says, I heard a trader say one day, as soon as you buy into the market, consider your money already gone, then you have no emotional ties because you've already paid it to the market. Yeah, that's a good way. It's like, if you that's your business expense already. You're paying to find out what's happening next and to be rewarded if it goes to your trade idea plays out, right? You got to pay to play. Like, in any business, you have to spend money to make money, right? So, I mean, we have been just straight up barcoding way too many SMTs. We have these equal highs on ES, which are pretty suspicious, to be honest with you. I came in, when I looked at structure this morning, literally when I checked it on my phone, I was like, bleh, this is gross, which is why also I just came in at 9:30 today. From when I looked at the charts, I was like, this is already gross. Just the 4 hour. Just by looking at the 4 hour, yeah. No clean breaks above highs or low, right? This was a decent break above a high, and then we retraced, and we had this nice buy up. There's no follow through to this high here to make no FEGs. We have something all the way down here, but it's not really part of a leg that broke a high. We didn't break any swing lows with displacement, so this is how you can anticipate barcode action. If you look at the previous days, previous action, jagged highs, no equal highs or lows to go for, or imbalances like FEGs, large FEGs that are part of swing legs. Like, for example, maybe on Friday, I'm sure a lot of people were probably trying shorts versus this, and then they're aiming for this internal liquidity, even in 50%. Now you don't have something like that. So just have a lot of roadblocks because price has just been consolidating. You need, in my humble opinion, what I think is it needs like a news driver to break through that price action that we're building up. So that's why I'm coming in. I'm like, I don't really think I'm going to find a trade. And I didn't. And I think that I've waited long enough. It's been an hour in this session. It's been a good talk with you guys. An hour into the session, we only have 75-point range on NASDAQ and a 13-point range on ES. So, and within that, you can click this RTH hours. And this kind of shows, oh, you had that tiny gap up. And what do we do today? There's no kind of clear trend. There's nothing good. So that's me. I'm going to call it a day. And tomorrow I think will be way better. So stay patient, my friends. Really, I hope that this channel helps with that. At least we don't always have to trade every day. I think that's the hardest part, especially if you have a prop firm account. Like, a lot of people just want to trade every day, get closer to the payout, and they end up digging themselves into a hole. I've been there so many times. It's not worth it. It's better to just wait. You're getting paid to wait. Think of that. You're getting paid to wait. The money is just it's delayed. Like, you don't get paid immediately. You'll get paid later when the market condition's easy and you wait and you're patient, and then you press the button, right? Here right now, you're just really just going back and forth. There's nothing that is high probability. And chat, you guys were very smart. Said 80% of you said low probability trading today. Does look like, though, 38% of you did not take a trade today. 28% took one and they're green or break even. 34% took a trade and they're red. So a little bit more than a majority of you guys did take a trade today. If you are red, just take it easy. It ain't the end of the world. One losing day is not your career. And yeah, so I'm going to call this a day. I don't really see anything that's good. Feels like it's a very, very high. It is a very high resistance environment. Just when it takes a low, it takes out the high. There's no displacements. I don't like these equal highs for an ES. Let's see here. For me to want to short, really. If this took out this, it would be a little bit different story. It did take out new high of day, but no, there's just every time you swipe the low out, right here, Asia low, look at that, like push back up. Can you imagine how many people were short here versus these highs and then they got stopped out? Or versus the high of the session? This is pretty ugly. And I don't really want to trade this. I don't have to. So we're just going to let it generate more liquidity for tomorrow. These equal highs, pretty relative equal highs on ES and NASDAQ now. Maybe it'll generate some equal lows as well soon. And then we'll have PPI and CPI. All right. Let me see anything. What time is it right now? 10:30. No. Yeah, my setup didn't show up. I'm happy. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. PPI. What else is there tomorrow? Any 10 a.m. news? It's like yellow folder. Yellow folder news. Blah. Okay. All right. Have a great day, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. Ciao. Stay strong. See you tomorrow. Don't be degenerate today.